David Grusch is a whistleblower for UFO and UAP and all this cool stuff. Um, and now I guess he's getting, you know, he's kind of getting, you know, problems. Let's just say. I don't know. I'm going to read this article. This is by The Hill, and we'll discuss a little. So, UFO whistleblower doubles down on claims. This is a nightmare for me. So, former intelligence officer and UFO whistleblower David Grusch said he's been living a nightmare since making his testimony public over the summer. Since I went public, certainly this has been a nightmare for me, he said in an interview Tuesday on News Nation's Elizabeth Vargas Tonight. I mean, I was an intelligence officer for 14 years behind the curtain, if you will. Grush told Vargas he never wanted to go public with his claims, but did so for the right reasons and to hold the government accountable. Grush, an Air Force veteran and former member of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, claimed that government is holding back information about UFOs and unidentified aerial phenomenon. He also served as a National Reconnaissance Officer representative for the Pentagon's Unified uh, Anomalous Phenomenal Task Force. In a June interview with News Nation, he claimed the U.S. has recovered non-human crafts with non-human species inside. And this guy, so obviously, somebody like this makes these claims. He's very credible. If you've seen him on things, like I saw him on Joe Rogan, he's very credible. He's articulate, intelligent guy, and yeah, I mean, there's always the idea that someone like this is doing this for the immediate attention and clout and that kind of stuff. But I don't get the feeling of that with this guy. I really kind of feel like, he could have done it different if he wanted that. Um, at this point, I think it's for real. I think he's actually, I think he's legit. I think he's the real deal. So, um, anyways, I'll continue. Uh, News Nation and The Hill are both owned. Oh, why are you saying that? I don't care about that. Grush testified before Congress in July and reiterated his claims, but said he was unable to provide hard evidence, largely due to his fears of prosecution for sharing classified data in a public setting. In a Tuesday interview with Vargas, Grush said this is not a laughing matter and that the U.S. has a severe oversight issue. So I think we have a severe truth and reconciliation process we need to start in this country. And I'm here to help the current administration, and I'm happy to help, he said, adding that he wants to be a tool for change. After the July hearing, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle looked to expand their investigative power after they were left with more questions than answers. Republican or Representative Tim Tim Burchett, who's a Republican out of Tennessee, said expanding powers would allow for future subpoenas and to hear the rest of Grush's testimony in a secure environment. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So I don't urge you, but you know, I slightly urge you go watch go watch the Joe Rogan podcast with him, and if you really want to hear him, kind of like just get it out, because obviously Joe Rogan asks the best questions. He's able to just say what he thinks, and of course he can't say certain things because there are certain things that are still like he had some clearance. He had some, top secret clearance on different things, but he can't actually say it without fear of being, you know, getting in trouble essentially for it. So certain things have to be brought out in the correct way, obviously through Congress and such. But very credible guy. He he absolutely 100% from his point of view anyway confirms the existence of alien spacecraft and non-human, biological matter, if you will. I don't know. I don't think he actually says necessarily 100% that they found an actual alien, but he alludes to that. So go check it out and see what you think. I think he's credible. I think this is real. I think this is. I think it's funny that all this is coming out and nobody seems to care. But you know, maybe we will. Maybe it's theater. Who knows?